What is up, YouTube? Why are you not gaming as much as you once did? Are you like me, 38 years old, family man, kids, jobs, hobbies, wife, whatever? What is going on in your life that sometimes now that gaming just doesn't seem as important or just not as fun? I built a YouTube channel based around retro gaming originally, but nowadays we just talk basically about the mental health parts of gaming, addiction, and other stuff. But we still keep it gaming related. So what does that mean with this video? I was sitting there the other day driving, and I was just thinking how when I was a kid, I could spend hours playing games every day. I could sit down, put an 8-hour shift in Final Fantasy VII, Breath of Fire 3, Legend of Legaia. Any of these games, I could just sit there and play. But nowadays, I struggle with this sometimes. I struggle sitting down and playing a game for more than an hour. Yeah. So, obviously, there's reasons behind this. I've noticed that younger kids still obviously have the more free time. They got nothing else going on that they're able to do this. But as an adult, things really changed over the years. So let's just jump right into it in the first place. So what I want to talk about first is the elephant in the room. Why are we not gaming as much? Well, the hugest thing is we got jobs. And if you're like me, I work 12-hour shifts, 7 to 7, days for 2 weeks and then nights for 2 weeks. So a lot of times when I get home at the day, I've been gone all day. Whether it be getting up before everybody else in the household is even up, before the sun's even up, and going to work, and then coming home after everybody's already been to their jobs, been to school, been to anything else. So I've literally been gone all day. So is it right for me to just sit down and play a game for 3 hours and avoid my family? No. So I had to spend time with them. So after I spend time with my family, do all this other stuff, it is already 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. And in all honesty, I have to almost go to sleep because guess what? I got to do it again the next day. So all motivation and stuff like that kind of goes out the window because you're tired and stuff like that. So that is obviously that's a big reason why a lot of us don't game anymore. The other thing too is the guilt of it. There's a lot of things going on with your life, whether it be, let's say, doing something with the house. Okay, I got to work on something on the house. I've had these projects put aside. I want to get this stuff done in the house, or I got to mow the lawn and doing all those other stuff. So sitting down and trying to take some me time and doing everything like that is very hard to do. Let's face it, because it's like, I got to get all this crap done. I don't think I have time to sit down and play a couple games of Madden. I don't have time to get through this dungeon quick. Or play a couple rounds of Call of Duty against some guy, whatever. I don't have the time because I got all these responsibilities, and then I would just feel guilt or shame or something like that for not getting to it, which is understandable. There's been a lot of times where it's like with me, where I will wake up early before, some people get up just so I can maybe find some time to play some games or something like that. But the minute I'm up, I'm walking around the house, I see a dirty litter box. I see some clutter around that I need to pick up. I should help, I should start getting some laundry going and everything like that. We start seeing all this other stuff, and it's like, I don't want to sit down and play games. I got all this other stuff to do. And then when everybody gets up, we got to face the day. We got to do all the other stuff, So that is huge right there. Obviously, jobs, not having enough time, feeling guilt and stuff, and making sure that we are finding, getting our other stuff done. And then lastly, I just kind of want to talk about is just the obvious thing is we're tired. And let's face it, it's hard. I know some people can do this. I watch people stream RPGs and stuff for like 8, 9, 10 hours. So this isn't the same for everybody, but with me, a lot of it was I had too many games to choose from, and I just didn't know what to play. So I would sit there and do the doom scroll, which a lot of you, if you don't know what that is like when you get on Netflix and you want to watch a movie, but you spend more time trying to find a movie than actually watching it. So there was times when if I wasn't into a game, like extremely into it, like getting excited to play it like I have been with Liza P and stuff like that, I would sit there and just pick between games for a while, and most of the time only play them for like 15 or 20 minutes, and just be like, I don't know if I want to keep playing this. I'm just not into it. So I would do that and swap between 5 games before maybe I'd find one I liked, or I would just get bored and not want to play anymore. So like the other night, like I just announced earlier that I work on night shift. So when I had one of my nights off, it was approximately 4 or 5 in the morning, and I'd been playing for maybe 2 hours, playing some Madden and stuff, because we've been playing that more. And I played a couple games, and I was just not into it anymore, like playing in anything. I tried to play some other games, even tried to pop in Lies of P a little bit, or Dark Souls 3, and I'd play a couple rounds or die a couple times, and then I'd be like, nope, I'm done. I would shut it off. I lost all motivation, and it just hadn't been as fun that lately. Now, I know, granted, this is not the same with everybody. You're not going to watch this video, click on it, see what it's going to be about, and this is going to be the same issue. This is just something that I've noticed myself lately. It's been harder to kind of push through some games. Now, that's not to be said that I don't play at all or nothing like that. I still find games to play. And I still play for a couple hours, but I just feel like I'm not in that same place where at one point I was playing, I'd get, like when I had my night shift off, I would sit down here and, God, I'm trying to think of that last game. It was a Marvel game. Midnight Suns. And I remember playing that for like 8 hours straight because I was having so much fun playing it. I know the first few nights that I played Lies of P, I did play for around 3 or 4 hours, which is crazy if you ask me, but I was having such a great time that I didn't want to stop. And I think right now is what I need to do is just deep dive and try and figure out a game that I'm really excited about that I want to check out. Granted, to say that I seen that Stardew Valley was a free game this month. I mean, granted, if you guys are watching this recently, it might still be on there, but if you're watching this a month later for some reason, yeah, obviously it's not on there anymore. But it was a free game on PlayStation Network, so I picked that up. And back in the day, I was a huge Harvest Moon fan, so we're gonna see maybe if I can have fun jumping into that. But I want to know from you guys, is this something that you guys struggle with as well? Most of my demographic or whatever is age like 23 to 45 or something like that. So obviously, that is the area that I'd expect this, that after working all day and doing some other stuff, and especially if you have a family and everything, do you make time to play games? Do you feel like you can't play games anymore? Do you struggle with the guilt of sitting down sometimes? And I know we need to have hobbies. We need to spend time for ourselves, for our mental state. But do you guys still feel like, man, I shouldn't be doing this? I got all this other crap I have to do. Or, like I said, do you struggle with just picking a game in general? Like right now, I just kind of been hopping between these games. I really wish I could afford the new Metal Gear free remake, because I know that would be a game that would get me like, yeah, I gotta sit down and play this game. I can't stop playing this game. That's one of those games that I know that's what it would do. So I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys struggle with this as well? Or do you have no idea what the heck I'm even talking about? So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, stay retro, my friends. God bless, and I just hope you guys are all having a great one. So, we'll see you in the next video.